Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. When it comes to senior living communities, do you think bigger is always better? Well, here to find out more information, we welcome Jay Miner, owner of Assisted Living Locators. He's definitely got the answers.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
Always a pleasure. So you are in the business of helping our community find assisted living.
Yes.
I love that. So when it comes to that term, that means so many different things to everybody, right?
Absolutely.
How would you sort of deduce that and kind of take the guesswork off the top for people?
Sure. When people talk about assisted living, they can mean different things. I try to help my clients understand that there's kind of two different ways that we can look at it. Assisted living can be provided in small private residences that are kind of all around the neighborhoods around us. And we call those board and care homes. And they're licensed for up to 6 residents. And for people who are maybe further along in cognitive decline or need a lot of physical help. And so that's one kind of assisted living. But then also, assisted living can be provided in some of these larger assisted living communities that we see, like the Wellington up on the hill or Ivy Park at Laguna Woods. And these are larger communities that they've got all kinds of amenities, and we kind of jokingly refer to them as cruise ships on land.
Oh, that's funny.
And so assisted living can be provided in either one of those locations. And today I would love to talk to you more about those larger communities and what they offer to my clients.
Yeah, so if you are comparing, making that, because and thank you for that clarification, because that was my assumption as well. I didn't realize that there were small board and care homes. So yeah, what stands out to you in terms of lifestyle, amenities, that sort of thing?
When we're looking at those larger communities, they really are designed for people who are still who still want to be active and want to have a lot of options for them in their day-to-day lives. So there's a lot of great activities that will happen. There's a great social environment. There are like physical activities that can happen. Physical therapy can come into the location and help them as well. There's great meals that can be provided. And so it really is providing a great opportunity for people to have an independent lifestyle while they are still receiving some help with some of those activities of daily living that they need help with.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to sort of just kind of take that burden off the family too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. To know that someone is there all the time to provide the help when they need it is really good for them.
Right. And then when it comes to meals, how do the dining options differ?
This is where it's so exciting at these big communities, because they, especially over the last few years, have really started to pay attention to this, and they're hiring chefs that have great experience in wonderful restaurants, and so they're creating a great menu. And so in most of these communities, it's restaurant style dining. So you come down, you sit down at a restaurant, a waiter comes up, they take your order, there's a menu that changes every day, they have different specials every day, and the food can actually be pretty good. Like, I enjoy it when I get to take some of my clients to tour, and I make sure that we're there at lunchtime so that we get to eat, because I know the food is always good. So I know the ones where the chefs are really good, and maybe the ones where the food is okay but not great. But so that's why I always want to help my clients experience that dining part of the community as they're kind of touring and figuring out which one is going to be a great fit for them.
And I'm assuming that the price ranges can vary vastly between these different types of residences.
They definitely can. So like we talked about those smaller board and care homes, those will typically have an all-inclusive price. The larger communities like we're talking about, there are some differences in there. So you pay for your rent, which covers all of the dining, all the food, sorry, all of the food that you have, but also housekeeping and laundry services are provided, as well as activities, transportation to your doctors as well. So all of that is kind of included in the cost, and then you would pay for the care that you need, kind of, just depending on how much care you needed would be how much that care cost would be. So I love to help my clients figure out what is the budget that they have, and then where are the good places that we can go that would fit within their budget.
Right, and what are their interests? Because maybe somebody just doesn't care about any activities or dances or socialization, so that would guide you into one type of home versus something like our community where it's nothing but activities.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yes.
So you don't want to pay for something that you're not necessarily using.
Totally. Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I love to get to know my clients and kind of what they need, what their personalities are, and then I can help guide them to the ones that I know are going to be the best fit for them.
And so what is your geographic location? How far do you go? What's the extension in Orange County?
I can help people find a good assisted living community wherever they need to go. I've placed people all over Orange County, but I specifically know really well all the ones here in South Orange County, like everything south of Irvine down to San Clemente. Those are the ones that I'm the most familiar with and know the best.
And then is it relatively easy for family members to come visit?
Absolutely.
Their parents or grandparents or?
Absolutely, yeah. They can come anytime and see them. If they want to take their loved one home for a weekend or away for a trip, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, all of that is very easy to do.
So they're just it's just like living in a normal home or a normal environment where they can come and go as they please. They're not
Absolutely, yeah.
And then is there security at most of these homes?
There definitely is, and so there are there will be a concierge at the front desk that will make sure that people are coming in that need to be there and keeping an eye on things in that way.
Absolutely. So those are all of the advantages over the board and care homes, right?
True. Yes. The board and care homes are really good for specific situations. If someone is further along in their decline and need more specific, kind of eyes-on care. But when someone is still, this is a great move for someone who is coming from being fully independent, but now is starting to need some help with certain things in their daily life. An assisted living community is a great next step for them. And they no longer have to worry about their HOA or taking care of their home or the taxes, property taxes, or anything like that. It's a great situation for them.
It's just sort of the next progression, logical step, right?
Exactly.
And then downsize, right? Just to kind of get rid of the stuff that we don't need.
That is a whole other conversation, but yes.
So for people who are watching this that are really unsure where to begin, you've got a tour lined up.
I do. I'm really excited about this. So on March the 10th, I'm going to have what I'm calling the Senior Living Discovery Tour. And I've got a couple co-sponsors, Danielle Jackson with Compass Realty and also Marilyn Stemper with the Key Home Care are going to be sponsoring it with me. But I'm going to see if anybody is interested. I'm going to take them around and visit 3 different assisted living communities in that one day. And those communities are going to give us a tour. They're going to, show us the best of what they have. We'll be able to show people in these 3 different communities what really, what are the benefits and the strengths of each one of them. I've chosen ones that have different specificities in the way that they approach taking care of their residents. So because I want people to see what are 3 different options for them,
varieties.
and then I can help them kind of see the differences and what might be good for them. So if people are interested, they can give me a call. And I will put them on the list. And if I get more people than will fit in my car, I'll rent a big bus and we'll make a day of it. We're going to have a great time. So it's Tuesday, March the 10th. We'll start around 10 in the morning and just kind of go until the afternoon, until we're done. We're going to visit Ivy Park at Laguna Woods. We're going to visit Belmont Village in Aliso Viejo. And we're going to visit Cresta Villa down in Laguna Niguel. So I'm really excited about that. And if people are kind of curious and want to take the next step, this is a great way, because it's low pressure, no cost, no obligation for anything. I just want to be able to help them experience some of the different options that are out there, and we can do it in a setting with some of their friends, and we'll make a day of it and have a great time.
Sure, yeah. So how early is too early to start planning for that?
Never is too early. It's always good to go ahead and start thinking ahead. When I have clients that call me that are in a crisis, it limits their options and it limits their ability to make good choices. And sometimes the community that they may really like and fit with may not have availability, in that moment when they need it. So I love to help people start thinking ahead and going on these tours ahead of time so that they can go, oh, that's the one where I want to go. And then they can start planning for it and do it in a way that doesn't create more stress in their life. So it's always good to start planning early. Now, that being said, I do have clients that may have an accident or a fall and that need to move really quickly, and I can do that as well. I can absolutely help them. But if people can think ahead, that's always a great option.
Right. So thinking ahead, is that a situation where somebody could say like, okay, in 7 years, this is the facility that I want to live in? Can they make those reservations?
No. These communities do kind of operate just as a first come, first served basis.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, there's not a reservation that you can do. Now there are certain continuing care retirement communities where you can, like Freedom Village, the Covington, Reata Glen, where you can do a buy-in, and but those are independent living, and then they progress into assisted living and other things. Mm-hmm. So I can help people think through those. But the majority of the assisted living communities, like the Wellington, Ivy Park, Morning Star, Belmont Village, those are more, it's just a first come, first served basis. If they have an available room, then you can reserve it and move into it. So it's good to plan ahead to know which ones that you like, and then you can reserve that room maybe a month out, but you can start thinking that way.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, tell those chefs to have some food samples ready for your tour.
Oh, trust me, they're already on it. It's going to be really good.
All right. Sounds great, Jay. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. Great to be with you.
Good luck on that tour.
Thanks.
You're watching This Day on Village Television. We'll be back after these messages.